For many of us who bought a home with less than a 20% down payment, homeownership was possible thanks to private mortgage insurance, PMI, which is an extra payment included the mortgage to protect lenders from those who default on their mortgages. However, these payments can add up for first-time home buyers. And here to give us some insight into how to get rid of your private mortgage insurance early, we've got Robert Brown joining us from Rock Mortgage. Thanks for being here, Robert.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Always great to see you. How you been?
I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Been busy.
Man, the market here is crazy.
It
isn't
is.
It's rowdy.
Yeah.
It's very rowdy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's talk about this PMI. What is private mortgage insurance?
It's simple. It's private mortgage insurance is basically just a tool to enable people to buy a house putting less than 20% down. It mitigates the risk of a lender, and it pretty much is just an insurance policy that a borrower pays to help us let them put less down. It's something that you'll pay. It can be kind of costly, and you'll pay that all the way down to what, to the point where you get 78% loan to value.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I feel like this kind of maybe goes without saying, but what are the benefits of paying that off early, and why would someone want to do that?
Well, someone would want to pay that off early because it's mainly just costly. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying for an insurance policy that doesn't cover you. It opened the door to let you put less down to be able to buy a house, but it's not covering you. And so on average, you might see as much as 0.5% to a full percentage point annually. So like on a $100,000 loan, you might pay $500 to $1,000 in just that fee. So it's very, very important to
Nobody likes fees, Jason.
No,
Right, I know.
yeah. I mean, it's a good thing to be able to get into a house, but after that, it's like, who wants to pay that?
So you want to get rid of that as quick as you can, right?
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe something that can help with that is an appraisal. Am I understanding that correct?
Absolutely. Appraisals, they measure the value of a house. And so, like we've talked about before,
Yeah.
Values are going way up. Now, you still have to have a, mortgage insurance at times for longer, just because your house went way up. Sometimes you have to have it for at least 2 years, things like that. But if you have been in a house for about 2 years and you suspect, that you've got to 80% loan to value, you can request it to go away and get your lender to actually do an appraisal. You'll pay for that, but you'll get an appraisal done. Don't just order an appraisal randomly. Make sure you talk to your lender first about that.
You said this phrase a couple times, and I just got to clarify. Loan to value. What does that mean?
Loan to value is basically just, your value compared to what you owe. So if you have a $100,000 house and you owe 80, that's 80% loan to value.
Okay.
So that's what that is.
Yeah, that's quick math. It's
Yeah.
like you work with numbers.
Math.
Yeah. My mind is still like, okay, how did you get that figure?
Carry the one.
Yeah. Is there a process for some homeowners out there to speed up this PMI?
Absolutely, and I encourage this a lot because a little goes a long way. You can just make extra payments, just pay a little bit more, round up to the nearest 100,
Okay.
whatever you want to do. Just make sure, a little pro tip, a lot of them will
Hey, it's a
actually-
gift. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They'll apply it towards your next payment, which is not what you're trying to do. You're trying to lower your principal balance.
Okay. So how does that work? Like, because a lot of us do this electronically, right?
Yep.
So you can kind of like write it in usually in most.
Yeah, whenever you're making your payment online,
Yeah.
there'll be a box for your minimum payment, whatever your payment's supposed to be. You'll have another box if you want to add towards your escrow.
Sure.
Like as if your insurance went up or property taxes, you want to get ahead of that. You can also just do a principal reduction. So the principal reduction lowers, obviously what you owe without paying interest on that little portion.
Yeah.
So $20 a month really goes a long way.
Yeah. Robert, what's the first step of lowering that PMI?
The first steps really just do the math. You can even talk to a real estate agent potentially and ask them.
Do the math is where obviously.
Yeah,
I'm,
you lost
Yeah.
me.
I need to hire a professional
Is there an
immediately.
online
So
calculator?
if you could figure out a value of your house, take your calculator, put that number in, and multiply that by 0.80.
Okay.
There's your
Magic
80%.
number,
There it is.
0.80.
And so you can request it to go away at that point, and that's usually what you want to do. Now, in some cases, you have to have mortgage insurance for a longer period of time, and we're actually only talking about conventional loans. Some loan types, it's for the life of the loan. It just all depends.
Yeah.
But talk to your lender, call one of us. That's pretty much the best thing to do.
Well, you said it right there. I mean, and how would you encourage someone to give you a call?
I always just like to have people go to the website. It's rockmortgagelending.com.
Yeah.
I'm in the Bentonville office if you want to talk to me or any of our folks over there. But that's typically the best way to get a hold of us. Our phone number is 479-321-3355. But just go to the website. It has all the information there.
Yeah, it's got everything there.
Absolutely.
Before we let you go, got a question because it seems to be the theme of the day. It's this fall decorations,
Yeah.
right? I mean, Bo brought in his
All my stuff.
His
Yeah,
stuff.
I saw it.
We just spoke with an expert.
Slimer's my jam. I like that.
Slimer, I know. What do you do? What do you do for fall decorations?
Oh, my wife goes crazy.
Oh, does she?
In fact, she just got the stuff out this past weekend, and there's stuff all over the house, all over the outside of the house. She
goes big.
Yeah, and Halloween is our jam.
Skeletons.
We have all kinds of crazy choppery stuff and all kinds of stuff.
Chopper stuff.
Yeah.
You know, do me a favor. Take some pictures. We'd love to share them.
Absolutely.
Of what people are doing with
my
their fall
wife would
decorations.
love that.
Yes, I'm sure. Yes. And again, you can reach out to Robert. Always a good time. They make lending mortgages fun at Rock Mortgage. So
How come no one said they make mortgages rock?
We say that a lot, actually.
there you go. See? That is your tag.